Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters. I wish to speak with you about the subject of being helpful. In our hearts, there is a sentiment and a desire in our relationships to be truly helpful. But sometimes we don't really know what helpful is. We have ideas and beliefs and thoughts of what it means to be helpful. And even if we're coming from the most sincere place, there are times when what we think is helpful is not helpful at all. And what we think is not helpful is the most helpful thing we could do. To be truly helpful, it's necessary to surrender everything you think, your ideas, your beliefs, your values, and be open to what help really looks like when it comes from the Holy Spirit. Often our attempts at being helpful with another person come from an unconscious desire to avoid pain. And we may be believing that we're helping someone else avoid pain, but the pain we are seeking to avoid is our own. It's almost like you are saying, I can't abide how I feel when I see you suffer. So I want to be helpful so that you don't suffer, so that I don't suffer. It's very difficult when parents see their children stumbling, not to want to intervene. It's very difficult when someone you love is in pain, not to want to alleviate that pain. But remember that it's your pain that you're trying to alleviate, and they are you out there. There are times when it's very appropriate to alleviate their pain, and there's times when it isn't. So how will you know? The first thing is to release your belief in the rightness of your position. It requires an allowance and an opening and a humble request. What would you have me do here? How could I be most helpful? Be still and wait for the answer. And it's a moment-to-moment thing. You may have a set of rules of what to do and what not to do, and they generally apply. But each situation is different. And you are not in the same place you were when you had those rules. To be truly helpful, you need to truly surrender your notion of what helpfulness looks like and allow the Holy Spirit to move through you to intervene or not intervene in a way that accounts for everything. From your limited perspective, you cannot possibly know what is right, what is wrong, what is necessary, what is not necessary. But if you're open to it, you will be guided. It requires a tremendous amount of humility. But that is when it feels the best, is when you know that you're being used for the highest purpose. Because you got out of the way and let Holy Spirit work through you. Love takes many forms, and it won't always comport with the ego's version of what love looks like. But trust that you are the source of love, and you are connected to that source, and you can extend that source. And you'll know it when you feel it. Let the Holy Spirit speak for God, for you in this moment. I love you, and I'll speak with you again soon.